প্রগাঢ় প্রেমের এই স্বভাব আচার, নিজ দুঃখ বিঘ্নাদির না করে বিচার। Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. This is the natural result of intense love of Godhead. The devotee does not consider personal inconveniences or impediments. In all circumstances, he wants to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. It is natural for those who have developed intense love for Krishna not to care for personal inconvenience and impediments. Such devotees are simply determined to execute the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or his representative, the spiritual master. In all circumstances, even amidst the greatest dangers, they undeviatingly carry on with greatest determination. This definitely proves the intense love of the servitor. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Tatte anukampam susumikshamana. Those who seriously desire to get free from the clutches of material existence, who have developed intense love for Krishna, are worthy candidates for going back home, back to Godhead. An intense lover of Krishna does not care for any number of material discomforts, scarcity, impediments, or unhappiness. It is said that when one sees apparent unhappiness or distress in a perfect Vaishnava, it is not at all unhappiness for him. Rather, it is transcendental bliss. In the Sikhastak, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also instructed, Aslishava padaratang pinustumam. The intense lover of Krishna is never deviated from his service, despite all difficulties and impediments brought before him. Mukam karati vachalam pangulanghayate giring jatkripa tamam mande Sri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram. So this is the theme for today's discussion. Here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining the symptom of pure love of Godhead. What is the symptom? Symptom is that intense lover of Krishna does not care for any number of material discomforts, impediments, or unhappiness. These are the four things very wonderfully mentioned by Srila Prabhupada. So when we undertake some service, these are the symptoms. This will come. And when someone loves the Supreme Lord, these are the symptoms, or these are the, what I can say, these are the scarcities or problems that will be coming on the path of that journey. So discomforts, material discomforts. I should not say that I love the Lord, but I want all the comforts. Then I love you, my dear Lord. I can do this service provided I have the list. These are the things. These are not symptoms of love. These are the symptoms of business deal. I am doing this, you give this. That is natural and normal in this world. So that's why it is said love is very uncommon in this material world. Because everything is conditional. Conditions apply. But these characteristics or these symptoms are the symptoms of pure love of Godhead. And if you see the journey of a pure devotee, these are the things very common. It happened in the past, is happening at the present moment, and it is going to happen in the future also, because these are eternal principles. For Prabhupada's life, all these things are there. He took up this service of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world, and he started the journey at the age of 69. old man. When is the time for retirement? That is the time Prabhupada took up this mission. And he was in a very wonderful place. I think he was in the topmost place. He was in the Radha Damodar temple of Sri Vrindavan Dham. And he left that place. And he took all kinds of discomforts. Then scarcity. Scarcity means absence or lack of facilities. Prabhupada did not have any facility. When he landed in America, he did not have any supporter, did not have any sponsor. Nobody was there to pick him up. No program was arranged, no money, no place to stay. Nothing he had. Complete scarcity. But he never gave up. He said that I don't have anything, but I was very confident that my mission will be successful. Why? Because I had three things in abundance. I had the holy name, I had the message of Bhagavatam, and I also had the mercy and instruction of my spiritual master. So when you have these three things, then you will be successful in your journey. But scarcity was there. Then impediments. If you see the life of Prabhupada in his preaching in the West, so many varieties of impediments, one after another, one after another. And he also got unhappiness because he used to face a lot of criticism from his near and dear ones. But Prabhupada never gave up. Why? Because he had love of Godhead. He was doing out of love for his spiritual master. He was doing this service out of love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now we'll see how these are the symptoms which were very prominently manifest while Madhavendra Puri was executing his devotional service. So Madhavendra Puri was very old when he received the instruction. What instruction he got? Yesterday we discussed that. To rescue the deity from the dense bush and take that deity up on the hill and establish a temple and do abhishek. These are the instruction he got. And along with that, continue the service. Continue the devotional service. So, yesterday, we saw that Madhavendra Puri was feeling very unfortunate that he could not recognize Krishna, although Krishna came to him personally. Then after that, he became ready. His mind was prepared to start the devotional service. So today we cannot go into much detail because we have to complete the discussion today. So what he did, প্রাতঃস্নান করি পুরি গ্রাম মধ্যে গেলা সব লোক একত্র করি কহিতা লাগিলা. He said, then he took bath, then Madhavendra Puri entered into the village and assembled all the people. Any service need organization. Without planning and organization, no service can happen properly. It's not a magic, it's not a magical show. Madhavendra Puri is the Mahabhagavat, he is the pure devotee of the Lord. But when he was planning to do his service, he knew how to do it. So we need devotees. In order to execute a service, you need a team. You cannot do it alone. Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is also telling that I am the only gardener. How can I distribute the love of Godhead? So I need help. So we all need help. So Madhavendra Puri went into the village and assembled all the people of the village. গ্রামের ঈশ্বর তোমার গোবর্ধন ধারী, কুঞ্জে আছে চলো তারে বাহির্য করি. Only organizing the manpower is not enough. You have to know how to motivate or inspire people to do the devotional service. And how you can motivate or inspire? When you can establish the connection. Sambandha gyan. Unless there is sambandha, there cannot be good avidya. So here Madhavendra Puri is trying to establish the connection. What he is telling, very interestingly, he is telling, Gramero Ishwara Tomar. He is the Lord of your village. The proprietor of this village, Govardhana Dhari, is lying in the bushes. What's going on? Your Lord is suffering. So he is establishing the connection. He is creating the sentiment of devotional service. That is the quality of a leader. So he is doing that. Let us go there and rescue him from that place. So he is not telling, you go. I am there. He is telling, let us go. We have to go together. Service has to be done together. Then he started the service. So lessons to be learned, that we have to have a team, and team has to be inspired, and team can be inspired only they are connected. It's not a mechanical process. Devotional service is a service from the heart. A leader can create that consciousness in the heart to inspire them to render this devotional service. And Prabhupada was also very expert in that. Then he entered into the bush. Sunilok tar sange cholila horise. It's not, oh, they are going, he is telling, Moros, let's go. Let's go to the service. It's like a burden. How they are going? Sunilok tar sange cholila horise. Kunjo kati dar kori korila pravese. After hearing his motivational speech, all the people accompanied Madhavendra Puri with great pleasure. Devotional service has to be joyfully performed. Susukhum kartum abbayam. So they are performing the devotional service with Madhavendra Puri with great joy. It's not like with a black face. Oh, I have to do this service. When it will finish? It's a burden. Not like that. ঠাকুর দেখিল মাটি তৃণে আচ্ছাদিত, দেখি সব লোক হইল আনন্দে বিস্মিত. Then they discovered the deity, and the deity was very heavy. মহাভারী ঠাকুর কেহ নারে চালাইতে, মহা বলিষ্ঠ লোক একত্র করিয়া পর্বত উপরি গেল পুরী ঠাকুর লইয়া. Because deity was so heavy, some of the stronger men assembled to carry him to the top of the hill. Madhavendra Puri also went there. Then altar has been made. You should know the art also. পাথরের সিংহাসনে ঠাকুর বসাইল, বড় এক পাথর পৃষ্ঠে অবলম্ব দিল. It's not that, oh, I want to do this service. Only that emotion is not enough. You should know also how to do that service. Prabhuji, I want to do this service. I love to cook. But you should know how to cook, otherwise it will be a problem after cooking. So you have to know. So here, these people are expert. How they are building the temple, they know how to do it practically. What is available? It's not, oh, I don't have the teakwood thing, I have to give it to the carpenter, then the altar will come. You have to know what is available and engage that in the service of the Lord. That is called expertise. So a big stone was made into a throne. Stone is available, and that stone was made into a throne, and deity was installed upon it. Another big stone was placed behind the deity for support. Altar is made. Yes, back support. Then নবশত ঘট জল কৈল উপনীত, নানা বাদ্য ভেরি বাজে স্ত্রীগণ গায় গীত. When the deity was being installed, 900 pots of water were brought from Govinda Kund. 900 pots. There were musical sounds of bugles and drums and the singing of women. So the gopis of Vrindavan, they are singing the song. So any ceremony has to be with musical instruments. Without singing, no festival. কেহ গায় কেহ নাচে মহোৎসব হইল, দধি দুগ্ধ ঘৃত আইল গ্রামে যত ছিল. During the festival, all the installation ceremony, some people sang, some danced. All the milk, yogurt and clarified butter in the village was brought to the festival. Everything. Whatever was there in the house, everything was brought. That is called the love of the Brajavasis. Everything. And you should come with something. When you come to the temple, it is the duty of the Grihastha to bring something. That is the culture, not to take something. The purpose is to bring something for the service of the Lord. Bhoga samagri ailo sandesadi joto, nana upohar taha korite pari koto. Various foods and sweetmeats as well as other kinds of presentations were brought there. I am unable to describe all this. Unlimited number. C.B.Adi pushpa vastro ailo anek. Apane Madhav Puri koilo abhishek. Then Madhavendra Puri started doing the abhishek. So the whole process of abhishek has been explained. But Panchagobba Panchamrita Snan Karaiya, Maha Snan Karailo, Sato Ghato Diya. Any abhishek has to be done with Panchamrita and Panchagobya. Panchamrita means 5 kinds of nectar. Nectar of this Bhuloka. What are the nectar? Milk, yogurt, ghee, sugar and honey. These are 5 items of Panchamrita. Panchagobya, Gobya means which comes from the cows. So these are known as Panchagobya. And Panchagobya items are cow, not cow, milk, then yogurt, ghee, then cow dung and cow urine. These are the 5 items coming from the cow. That's why it is known as Panchagobya. And Mahasnan Karaila Sato Ghato Diya. We should have abundance of water to bathe the Supreme Lord. Then after that, deity dressing, abhishek, then deity dressing. After that, bhoga offering. Very, very important. So let's see what's going on with bhoga offering. দশবিপ্র অন্ন রাধি করে এক স্তূপ, জনা 5 রান্ধে ব্যঞ্জন আদি নানা soup. 10 brahmanas cooked the food grains and 5 brahmanas cooked both dry and liquid vegetables. Okay. বর্ণ শাক ফলমূলে বিবিধ ব্যঞ্জন, কেহ বরাবরি করে বিপ্রগণ. The vegetable preparation were made from various kinds of spinach, roots and fruits collected from the forest, and someone has made bora and bari by mashing dal. In this way, the brahmanas prepared all kinds of food. Jana 5-7 ruti kore rashi rashi, অন্ন ব্যঞ্জন সব রহে ঘৃতে ভাসি. 5 to 7 men had prepared a huge quantity of chapatis, which were sufficiently covered with ghee, clarified butter, as were all the vegetables, rice and dal. Everything was cooked with ghee. That is the message here. নববস্ত্র পাতি তাহে পলাশের পাত, রান্ধি রান্ধি তার উপর রাশি কইল ভাত. All the cooked rice was stacked on the polas leaves, which are on new clothes spread over the ground. তার পাশে রুটি রাশির পর্বত হইল, soup আদি ব্যঞ্জন ভাণ্ড চৌদিকে ধরিল. Around the stack of the cooked rice were stacks of chapatis, and all the vegetables and liquid vegetable preparations were placed in different pots and put around them. তার পাশে দধি দুগ্ধ মাঠা শিখরিণী, পায়স মথনীশ্বর পাশে ধরিয়ানি. Now sweet preparation. Pots of yogurt, milk, buttermilk, শিখরিণী, sweet rice, cream and solid cream were placed alongside the vegetables. হেনমতে অন্নকূট করিল সাজন, পুরী গোসাই গোপালের কইল সমর্পণ. So in that way, Annakut was offered to the deity. So in that way, wonderful ceremony was performed. Then after bhoga offering, arati, and after arati, সজ্জা করাইল নতুন খাট আনাইয়া, নববস্ত্র আনি তারে উপরে পাতিয়া. After that, sleeping. Sayan arati. সজ্জা করাইল. So in that way, whole ceremony was performed. And this Annakut festival did not happen for one day. It happened for so many days. Continuously it was happening. Every village was participating. Whole village was participating for Annakut festival, taking the responsibility of one day. এক এক দিন এক এক গ্রাম লইল মাঙ্গিয়া, অন্নকূট করে সবে হরষিত হইয়া. One village after another was pleased to beg Madhavendra Puri to allot them one day to perform the Annakut ceremony. It's not that Madhavendra Puri was begging, rather they are begging. They are begging Madhavendra Puri that please allow us to do Annakut festival. Thus, day after day, the Annakut ceremony was performed for some time. So in this way, deity worship has been properly established, and two pujaris from Bengal came, and Madhavendra Puri trained them up, initiated them, and given the responsibility to take the deity worship without any hindrance. And along with Annakut, the devotees, the villages from the surrounding villages, they gave cow. Thousands and thousands of cows were given to Gopal. All kinds of dresses, then ornaments. The temple was built. All the facilities were properly established. এই মতো বৎসর দুই করিল সেবন, একদিন পুরী গোসাই দেখিল স্বপন. So in that way, the service was continuing for 2 years. And after 2 years, what happened? In this way, the deity worship in the temple was gorgeously performed for 2 years. Then one day, Madhavendra Puri had a dream. গোপাল কহে পুরী আমার তাপ নাহি যায়, মলয়জ চন্দন লেপো তবে সে জুড়ায়. In his dream, Madhavendra Puri saw Gopal, who said, my bodily temperature still has not decreased. Lord was feeling hot. Please bring sandalwood from the Malaya province and smear the pulp over my body to cool me. So this is the beginning of Chandan Jatra festival. So Madhavendra Puri received this instruction in Govardhan, and he was instructed to bring the sandalwood from where? From Mathura, from Puri. And no transport, only one transport, walking. Old man. Madhavendra Puri was old. So how to see this? That is a symptom of loving exchange. Love is not comfort. Love is discomfort. One of the symptoms of love is material discomfort. Sacrifice. Love means sacrifice. So Krishna is showing the symptom of love of your devotees through Madhavendra Puri. So what Madhavendra Puri felt, oh my God, I did so much service. I established the temple. I established the deity worship. Everything is gorgeously done. I have done very good job. Now, instead of appreciating me, he is telling me to go away. মলয়জ আনো যাহা নীলাচল হইতে, অন্যে হইতে নহে তুমি চলহ তরিতে. Very particular. Bring sandalwood pulp from Jagannath Puri. Kindly go quickly. It's not telling, don't take time. Go now. Since no one else can do it, you must. Nobody can do it. Only you can do it. But you should not delay. You should go immediately. Then what is happening with Madhavendra Puri? স্বপ্ন দেখি পুরী গোসাইয়ের হইল প্রেমাবেশ, He was not feeling, oh my God, I have to go to Puri again. He's telling, he felt ecstatic by receiving this instruction. স্বপ্ন দেখি পুরী গোসাইয়ের হইল প্রেমাবেশ, প্রভু আজ্ঞা পালিবারে গেলা পূর্বদেশ. After having this dream, Madhavendra Puri Goswami became very glad due to ecstasy of love of Godhead, and in order to execute the command of the Lord, he started east toward Bengal. Then he went to the place known as Santipur. He initiated Advaita Acarya. Advaita Acarya is a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Srivas Thakur is a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Then Pundarika Vidyanidhi is a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Then Iswara Puripada is also the disciple of Madhavendra Puri. List continues. All stalwarts devotees were the disciples of Madhavendra Puri. Nityananda Prabhu, whose disciple is he? He is Avadut, that's why nobody knows who is his spiritual master. There is a difference of opinion. Some says that he was the disciple of Lakshmipati Tirtha. Someone says he was the disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Someone says he was the disciple of Iswara Puri. So you decide, 3 generations. Because Lakshmipati Tirtha was the spiritual master of Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri was the spiritual master of Iswara Puri. And Iswara Puri was the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu was taking instruction from all of them. 3 generation instructions. He was taking instruction from Lakshmipati Tirtha. He was taking instruction from Madhavendra Puri. He was also taking instruction from Iswara Puripada. So Guru Tattva has to be understood in a broad-minded way. It's a big topic. Then what's happening? He came to Remuna. After initiating Advaita Acarya, he came to Remuna, the place I already discussed yesterday. It is at the Balasore district of the state of Odisha. Then he became very happy to see the wonderful deity of Gopinath. Nitya Git kori Jagamohane boshila, kya kya bhog lage Brahmane puchila. He started asking the pujari that what kind of bhoga is being offered to Gopinath. Why? Because he wants to test it. That is the purpose. সেবারও সৌঠব দেখি আনন্দিত মনে, উত্তম ভোগ লাগে এথা বুঝি অনুমানে. By seeing the arrangement, he understood ভোগ offering is very high class here. যেইছে ইহা ভোগ লাগে সকলই পুছিব, তেইছে বিহানে ভোগ গোপালে লাগাইব. Madhavendra Puri thought, I shall inquire from the priest what foods are offered to Gopinath, so that by making arrangements in our kitchen, we can offer similar foods to Sri Gopal. The purpose of knowing the details of bhoga is not to enjoy. He wanted to know because he wanted to do that kind of service to his deity, Gopal. সন্ধ্যায় ভোগ লাগে ক্ষীর, অমৃত কেলি নাম, দ্বাদশ মৃত পাত্রে ভরি অমৃত সমান. The Brahmana priest said, in the evening the deity is offered sweet rice in 12 earthen pots. Because of the taste is as good as nectar, Amrita, it is named as Amrita Keli. গোপীনাথের ক্ষীর বলি প্রসিদ্ধ নাম যার, পৃথিবীতে ওইছে ভোগ কাহা নাহি আর. This sweet rice is celebrated throughout the world as Gopinath Kheer. It is not offered anywhere else in the world. হেনকালে সেই ভোগ ঠাকুরে লাগিল, শুনি পুরী গোসাই কিছু মনে বিচারিল. So that bhog, that kheer was offered to the Lord, the sweet rice. Then Madhavendra Puri started thinking. He cannot ask. Why? Because he is following Ajajita Vitti. Problem. But he wants to serve, he wants to taste that. So he is thinking in the mind. Ajajito kheer prasad alpo jodi paয়, সাত জানি তেইছে ক্ষীর গোপালে লাগায়, If without my asking, a little sweet rice is given to me, I can then taste it and make a similar preparation to offer my Lord Gopal. এই ইচ্ছায় লজ্জা পাইয়া বিষ্ণু স্মরণ কইল, হেনকালে বক্সরি আরতি বাজিল. Madhavendra Puri became greatly ashamed when he desired to taste the sweet rice, and he immediately began to think of Lord Vishnu. While he was thus thinking of Lord Vishnu, the offering was completed, and the arati ceremony began. Arati দেখিয়া পুরি কইল নমস্কার, বাহিরে আইলা কারে কিছু না কহিল আর. Then he came out from the temple, did not say anything. অযাচিত বৃত্তি পড়ি বিরক্ত উদাস, অযাচিত পাইলে খান নহে উপবাস. Sri Madhavendra Puri avoided begging. He was completely unattached and indifferent to material things. If, without his begging, someone offered him some food, he would eat, otherwise he would fast. প্রেমামৃতে তৃপ্ত ক্ষুধা তৃষ্ণা নাহি বাধে, ক্ষীর ইচ্ছা হইল তাহা মানে অপরাধে. So he is completely satisfied soul. But he started thinking, why I desire to taste this Amrita Keli? He was feeling guilty. He considered that he had committed an offense by desiring to eat what was being offered to the deity. গ্রামের শূন্য হাটে বসি করেন কীর্তন, এথা পূজারি করাইল ঠাকুরে শয়ন. Then Madhavendra Puri left that place, left the temple, and in a marketplace little nearby, he started chanting the holy name of the Lord, because he was feeling that he made an offense. Then Gopinath appeared in the dream of that pujari and started speaking to that pujari. Utoho pujari, করদার বিমোচন, ক্ষীর এক রাখিয়াছি সন্ন্যাসী কারণ. O priest, please get up and open the door of the temple. I have kept one pot of sweet rice for the sannyasi Madhavendra Puri. ধরার অঞ্চলে ঢাকা এক ক্ষীর হয়, তোমরা না জানিলা তাহা আমারও মায়ায়. This pot of sweet rice is just behind my cloth curtain. You did not see it because of my tricks. মাধবপুরী সন্ন্যাসী আছে হাটেতে বসিয়া, তাহাকে এই ক্ষীর শীঘ্র দেহ লইয়া. So Lord instructed, please go immediately and give that pot of sweet rice to Madhavendra Puri. Then Pujari came and he saw that ধরারও আঁচলে তলে পাইল সেই ক্ষীর, স্থান লেপি ক্ষীর হইয়া হইল বাহির. Then Pujari saw that it was hidden under the curtain. He took it out and he started searching out for Madhavendra Puri. দ্বার দিয়া গ্রামে গেলা সেই ক্ষীর লইয়া, হাটে হাটে বুলে মাধব পুরীকে চাহিয়া. ক্ষীর লহ এই যার নাম মাধব পুরী, তোমা লাগি গোপীনাথ ক্ষীর কইল চুরি. So he started declaring that Madhavendra Puri, who is Madhavendra Puri? The Gopinath has stolen sweet rice for you. Where are you? Where are you? So he started searching for Madhavendra Puri. এত শুনি পুরী গোসাই পরিচয় দিল, ক্ষীর দিয়া পূজারি তারে দণ্ডবত হইল. Hearing this invitation, Madhavendra Puri came and identified himself. The priest then delivered the pot of sweet rice and offered his obeisances, falling flat before him. And Prabhupada is writing the purport, a Brahmana is not supposed to offer obeisances because he is the head of the society. But here he is offering obeisances. Why? He was a Vaishnava Paramhansa. That's why priest immediately fell flat before him and offered obeisances. And Prabhupada is trying to establish the principle that Vaishnavas are superior to Brahmanas. ক্ষীরের বৃত্তান্ত তারে কহিল পূজারী, শুনি প্রেমাবিষ্ট হইলা শ্রী মাধবপুরী. Then the priest explained how that Gopinath deity stole the sweet rice for him. And I was explaining yesterday, Krishna loves this kind of title, which is connected with the devotee. So he loves to become the thief for his pure devotee. People say, oh, I am very proud to declare that my son has become a thief. It's a good title. Krishna also took the title of Partha Sarathi, the chariot driver of Arjuna. The parents will say, oh, I have a good news. My son has become a taxi driver. We don't say like that. They say, oh, my son is an IIT graduate, my son is this, that, then they feel very happy. But son has become taxi driver is not a good title. But Krishna is extremely happy, jubilant to declare that I am the chariot driver of my devotee Arjuna. That is a symptom of love. Here also, Gopinath is expressing that love to Madhavendra Puri by accepting the title of a thief. He stole sweet rice for his pure devotee Madhavendra Puri. পাত্র প্রক্ষালন করি খণ্ড খণ্ড কইল বহির্বাসে বান্ধি সেই ঠিকারি রাখিল. He took the sweet rice, then what he did? He broke the pot into pieces and he then bound all the pieces in his outer cloth and kept them nicely. Why? প্রতিদিন একখানি করেন ভক্ষণ খাইলে প্রেমাবেশ হয় অদ্ভুত কথন. Each day Madhavendra Puri would eat one piece of that earthen pot. He is not attached to the kheer, he is attached to the mercy of the Lord. That is the difference between sadhaka and a siddha. We are not interested in prasad, we are interested in the taste of that kheer. That is the problem. But a siddha, he is so attached to the mercy of the Lord. So he is experiencing bliss by eating the piece of that earthen pot. After eating it, he would immediately be overwhelmed with ecstasy. These are wonderful stories. Then what is happening? Madhavendra Puri thought that I will become famous now. Why? ঠাকুর মোরে ক্ষীর দিল লোক সব শুনি দিনে লোক ভিড় হবে মোর প্রতিষ্ঠা জানি. Having broken the pot and bound the pieces in his cloth, Madhavendra Puri began to think, the Lord has given me a pot of sweet rice. When the people hear of this tomorrow morning, there will be great crowds. সেই ভয়ে, what is the fear? Fear of popularity. Completely opposite. We try our best to become popular, right? We do what kind of things to be done to become more popular? How many likes? Number of likes should increase, no? So that is the purpose of our life. Who is liking in social media, whether they are liking actually or not, that is another question. Nobody likes me, but people like me in social media. সেই ভয়ে রাত্রি শেষে চলিলা শ্রীপুরী সেইখানে গোপীনাথে দণ্ডবত করি. They immediately offered obeisances and left that place. But he does not want the respect. He does not want the popularity. But popularity becomes the servant of the pure devotee. চলি চলি আইলা পুরী শ্রীনীলাচল জগন্নাথ দেখি হইলা প্রেমেতে বিহবল. Then he came to Jagannath Puri, he took darshan of Lord Jagannath and he was very happy. Then what is happening? মাধবপুরী শ্রীপাদ আইল লোকে হইল খ্যাতি সব লোক আসি তারে করে বহু ভক্তি. The news spread like a wildfire. That time there was no WhatsApp, nothing was there, no Facebook. How the news spread? From mouth to mouth. So that is the power of pure devotional service. প্রতিষ্ঠার স্বভাব এই জগতে বিদিত যে না বাঞ্ছে তার হয় বিধাতা নির্মিত. Very very deep message. Even though one may not like it, reputation as ordained by providence comes to him. Indeed, one's transcendental reputation is known throughout the entire world. That's why we sing in Guru Puja. What is the line? Ebe jas gusuk Sri Bhavan. The pure devotee does not want any fame, but his fame spreads throughout the world, not only one world, 3 worlds. প্রতিষ্ঠার ভয়ে পুরি গেলা পালাইয়া কৃষ্ণ প্রেমে প্রতিষ্ঠা চলে সঙ্গে গড়াইয়া. Being afraid of his reputation, Madhavendra Puri fled from Remuna. Not only he walked away, he was flying, he was running quickly. But the reputation brought by love of Godhead is so sublime that it goes along with the devotee as if following him. That is the potency of pure love of Godhead. Then he started thinking, now I cannot stay long in Jagannath Puri, because here also I became famous. Better leave the place quickly. But he had a problem. Why? Because he had to organize the sandalwood. Then he revealed his purpose of coming to the pujaris of Jagannath, and they organized a large quantity of sandalwood along with the pulp, along with the camphor, and also all the paperwork was done. Because you need to cross the border, no? The clearance is needed, otherwise you will be caught. All the camphor and sandalwood will be confiscated. So all the paperwork was done, and he had no money. Madhavendra Puri did not have any money. No money. But he went to Jagannath Puri. Prabhupada, same na? Prabhupada 40 rupees. That's nothing. So he did not have any money, but he was in the mission to bring sandalwood. Very expensive. Sandalwood is expensive. Large quantity of sandalwood. And you have to pay tax. Everything was free. Sandalwood was free. Tax was free. Nothing was stopping him. Why? Because Krishna clears the path of the devotional journey of pure devotees. That is the beauty of love of Godhead. Then what's happening? চলিল মাধবপুরী চন্দন নেইলা কতদিনে রমুনাতে উত্তরিল গিয়া. Then he started coming back to Vrindavan, and on the way again he reached Remuna. গোপীনাথ চরণে কইল বহু নমস্কার প্রেমাবেশে নিত্য গীত করিলা অপার. Then he started dancing, chanting, singing in love of Godhead. পুরী দেখি সেবক সব সম্মান করিল ক্ষীর প্রসাদ দিয়া তারে ভিক্ষা করাইল. And priest, they already knew the glory of Madhavendra Puri, so they offered that sweet rice to him. সেই রাত্রে দেবালয়ে করিল শয়ন. Madhavendra Puri was sleeping in the temple. শেষ রাত্রি হইলে পুরী দেখিল স্বপন. Toward the end of the night he had another dream. This is the third time. Third time? Third time. First time he received the instruction to install him in the temple. Second time, go and bring chandan. And third time, what he says, let's see. We'll see now. Gopal Asya kahe sunohe Madhav. Out of love, Madhavendra Puri has become Madhav. Korpura chandan ami pailam sab. Madhavendra Puri dreamed that Gopal came before him and said, "O Madhavendra Puri, I have already received all the sandalwood and camphor." How it is possible? Still on the way. Korpur sohit ghoshi esabo chandan Gopinather onge nitto koroho lepon. He said that you don't have to come to Vrindavan. গোপীনাথ আমার সে একই অঙ্গ হয় ইহাকে চন্দন দিলে হবে মোর তাপ ক্ষয়. There is no difference between my body and Gopinath's body. They are one and the same. Therefore, if you smear the sandalwood pulp on the body of Gopinath, you will naturally also smear it on my body. Thus the temperature of my body will be reduced. দ্বিধা না ভাবিও না করিও কিছু মনে বিশ্বাস করি চন্দন দেহ আমারও বচনে. You should not hesitate to act according to my order. Believing in me, just do what is needed. So Gopal said, have faith in my words, that me and Gopinath is the same transcendental personality. এত বলি গোপাল গেল গোসাই জাগিলা গোপীনাথের সেবকগণে ডাকিয়া আনিলা. Then he came out from the dream. Then he called the servants, the pujaris of Gopinath, and he organized the sandalwood pulp to be smeared on the body of Gopinath. এই মতো চন্দন দেয় পত্য ঘষিয়া পরাই সেবক সব আনন্দ করিয়া. In this way, Gopinathji was supplied ground sandalwood pulp daily. The servants of Gopinath are very pleased with this. প্রত্যহ চন্দন পরায় যাবত হইল অন্ত তথায় রহিল পুরী তাবত পর্যন্ত. So in that way, Chandan Jatra festival was going on. Generally, we celebrate for 21 days. Here it is not mentioned how many days, but it was continuing for many days. And Madhavendra Puri was there till the whole stock was finished. So from Chandan, the grinding of Chandan has a very significant message for all of us. So sandalwood pulp is very fragrant, right? Right or wrong? But if you keep the sandalwood like this, there is fragrance? Not much. In order to get the fragrance of sandalwood, what do you have to do? You have to grind it. Grind it. It's going on. So devotees are like sandalwood. Okay? It's highly fragrant. Wonderful. The pure love is highly fragrant. But that needs some grinding. That's why what Krishna does? Krishna grinds the devotees. And what is the symptom of that grinding? The difficulties, tribulations, problems, sufferings, catastrophe after catastrophe. More grinding, more fragrance. More problems, more glories to the pure devotees. And Krishna feels proud by putting devotees into trouble. Dangerous. That is the symptom of love. So Krishna wants to show the symptom of pure love. And by that, the glories of pure devotees spread all over the universe. So Parikshit Maharaj became glorious, not because of his wonderful ruling of the kingdom. Why he became famous? Because he was going through a wonderful time. He was placed into a situation, very, what you can say, it's a very tragic situation if you calculate from material point of view. He was the grandson of the Pandavas, right? He saw Krishna in the womb. He was the king of the whole world. But he was cursed to die by a snake bite. And the curse was from a very simple Brahmana boy. Such an insult, right? Such insult. But Parikshit Maharaj took it in that way. That's why Krishna chose Parikshit Maharaj, not us. Any simple problem happens, we start blaming Krishna. Na? I am devotee, why Krishna is doing it to me? So many complaints, we start lodging. That's why Krishna will not put us into so much difficulty. Because Krishna knows that we cannot handle it. But he knew that Parikshit Maharaj will handle this situation in a Krishna conscious way. He did not complain, rather he conveyed his gratefulness. He was jubilant. And he told, my dear Lord, you are so merciful to me. You have appeared before me. He was not seeing the curse of the Brahmana boy. He said that you have appeared in the form of that curse. Dijo sapa rupam. My dear Lord, you have appeared in the form of that curse of that Brahmana boy. Sthabara jangama dekhe, na dekhe tar murti. Sarvatra hai tar ishtadeva spurti. A Mahabhagavat, a Uttamadhikari, sees everywhere Krishna. So he also saw Krishna in the curse of that Brahmana boy. That's why Sukadeva Goswami appeared. And Srimad Bhagavatam was revealed to Parikshit Maharaj. So that is the regular feature of a pure devotee. A Mahabhagavat goes through problem after problem, tribulations after tribulations, catastrophe after catastrophe, because Krishna wants to show that how a pure devotee responds to difficult situation. And in that way, he wants to establish the glorious position of a Mahabhagavat in this world. And he wants to distribute that fragrance of pure love of the pure devotees by grinding that pure devotee through material difficulties. And that is the message we should carry from this Chandan Jatra festival. And I'll conclude with a verse, which is a very, very important verse for the Gauriya Vaishnava. This verse is known to Radharani, this verse is known to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this verse is known to Madhavendra Puri. Nobody else. Oi dina dayardha natho he, mathura natho kadava lokkase, hridayang tada loka katarang, dvaita brahmati king karamaham. O my Lord, O most merciful Master, O Master of Mathura, when shall I see you again? Because of my not seeing you, my agitated heart has become unsteady. O most beloved one, what shall I do now? This is the mood of the gopis, this is the mood of Srimati Radharani. When Krishna left Vrindavan and went to Mathura, that's why it is addressed as Mathura Natha. He is not talking about anybody else other than Krishna and Vrindavan. So Krishna went to Mathura, that's why he is addressed as Mathura Natha. So this is love in separation. Love can be experienced in two ways. One is union, other one is separation. But the mood of the Gauriya Vaishnava is love in separation. And that is also explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jugaitang nimeshena chakshusha pabrisaitam sunnaitang jagat sarvam govinda virahename. That is the mood. And what is that symptom? Symptom is that one moment of separation is like a juga, and one juga, union of one juga, what you can say? Union of one juga is like a moment. That is the symptom of love in separation. So this kind of love was experienced by Madhavendra Puri, and in that mood, he left his body and entered into the eternal pastime of Krishna. And Madhavendra Puri is the desired tree, Kalpa Vriksha, in Goloka Vrindavan. And he is having the fruits of all the rasas, all 5 kinds of rasas he can give. And that's why he is known as Kalpa Vriksha. So his eternal identity is the Kalpa Vriksha in the spiritual world. So he has appeared as Madhavendra Puri, and he has established the principle of conjugal mellow, that Parakiya Bhav, that Gopi's love for Krishna and Vrindavan, that kind of mood was revealed in this world by Madhavendra Puri, and that mood was taken up by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and distributed it all over the world. So with that, we'll end the discussion today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sripad Madhavendra Puri ki, Sriman Mahaprabhu ki, Chantan Jatra Mahamahotsav ki, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo.